Hi, everybody. It is Saturday, which means it is time for my weekly WW Weight Watchers weigh in. Everybody, it is Saturday, November 12th. I just finished watching the Buckeyes beat the Hoosiers, so I'm in a good mood. um, and I got back from doing my nails today, too. I haven't had my nails done. I don't know how well you can see that. I haven't had my nails done since before I left for South Dakota back in May, and felt really good to get them done again. So, thank you for joining me today on my journey to lose almost 150 pounds. And if you're new to my channel, let me tell you just a little bit about myself. My name is Sue, hence the name Sue Slims Down. When I started this weight loss journey back in 2016, I weighed my first weigh-in with Weight Watchers was 277.8 pounds. I know that I weighed more than that because I actually started following the program a couple weeks before I went and joined. So I've had some ups and downs. My lowest weight was a weight loss was about 93 pounds. And then over the last 2 years, I've gained some of that back. And now I'm back on track, going to lose that weight back that I gained and get down to my eventual weight goal. I am 69 years old and I just went back to teaching after being retired for several years. So that's a little bit about me. I live with my dog Molly, and in the summer I am a work camper at KOA campgrounds. So um, for all of you that are returning and keep following me, thank you so much for popping in on me today. I do a weigh-in on Saturdays, and I am a digital only member. I was going to meetings for a long time. Matter of fact, when I first joined Weight Watchers and had uh, a lot of success with the program, I was going to a meeting on Thursday evenings, and that was my weigh-in time. I had an awesome leader. She eventually retired from being a Weight Watchers leader, and to be honest, I really haven't found one that I connected with since then. I have tried a couple times going back to meetings. For the time being, I am digital only. Um, I'm considering going back again to meetings, just for the accountability aspect of everything. Although I am very good at weighing in every Saturday, and I also track. When I am very good at losing weight, that's when I have my tracker with me. Well, it's with me all the time because it's on my phone, but I'm really being earnest about tracking like I was today. Now, before I tell you how my weight went today, I want to take a look back at where I was last week. All right. So hang on a second. I'm going to pull up where I was on the app and on the scale last week. Okay, well, that was a 1.4 pound loss for last week. And I have to tell you, that was, I think, the first loss I had had in a while. My scale weighed in at 218.3. Um, when I went to South Dakota, the first weigh-in I had there in South Dakota, and that was in May, about the middle of May, I was like 227 or something like that. So this is a good, 218 last week. That was good. So let me go ahead now and show you what happened today on the scale. All right, 1.9 pounds this week, which is awesome. I was hoping for two. When I saw that 1.9, I thought, oh, come on, just give me one more tenth of a pound. Didn't happen. It'll happen next week. Um, So 2 weeks in a row that I've had a loss. I'm I'm ecstatic about it. So what has caused this? Um, I changed up my meal plans. So last week I told you I had some meal plans I was working on or using that I had used years ago when the Weight Watchers program was still on freestyle. And so these are freestyle menus that I'm using right now. I understand that Monday is going to be a big day for us Weight Watchers, that the app is going to roll over to the new program. I don't know anything more than that. Um, I don't know what's going to change with our point values or anything. I've heard there's going to be some 0 point foods that we might not have had that we have now, and some that we've had at 0 points that will now have points. That happens every time Weight Watchers makes a change. And this is a quicker change than what they normally make. Uh, my understanding is personal points is going away. So, and I've watched the same YouTubes that you have of people that have inside information. And I mean, all I'm going to say is we will see. I'm not really planning on changing the way I'm eating. I'm eating foods that I like, foods that I know work toward my weight loss. So my new menu plans, I think, have contributed to my 2 weeks of weight loss here. Now, this past week, I repeated the menu that I had the previous week because I started a new job. I didn't really want to go back to the store again, and I had plenty of food here left over from when I went shopping for the week before. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the food that I have here, and then I'm going to wait until the app rolls over on Monday to see where we are. And then on Monday is when I will make my meal plan for the remainder of the week. But I will tell you, having a meal plan in front of me is one of the best things I've ever done to contribute to weight loss. So um, I don't have all the answers to losing weight. I really don't. I've been at this for a long time, and a lot of you have lost a whole lot more weight in a lot less time than I have. I am a slow mover when it comes to weight loss. Uh, and just a minute, one of my sons is calling me. That was Andrew, my youngest son. I've been helping him today doing some banking mobile setups and stuff. And then he had to call me about the games. So uh, anyway, I was saying that I don't have all the answers about weight loss. I don't. If I did, I'd be at my weight goal. Uh, what I do know is that Weight Watchers works for me as long as I put the work in to their program. It doesn't matter, and I've said this several times now, it doesn't matter what program they roll out. Um, the, the basics are the same. You know, you use the app to your advantage. You figure out how to work the program. I'll be right back again. Sorry. Okay, maybe now I can get this video finished. That was Andrew again. Um, I know I've said this before, or maybe I told you last week. The menu plans that I'm using from Freestyle um, work wonderfully in with the personal points plan. My daily points are using those meals that when I was allowed, I think it was either 28 or 30 points. I'm thinking it was 30 points that I got back then, but it's working out without making any changes to in personal points. It's lower than 20. It's lower than my allotted 20 points a day, every single day. So that tells me the basics of the Weight Watchers program haven't changed at all. The science is the same no matter what. So I'm not too concerned about this new rollout coming on this coming week, if it in fact does come this week. And I'm not planning on making any big changes to what I'm doing. Uh, I'm going to follow the plan that I have, or the menu plans that I have, I will make them work within whatever point range I end up with. I have no idea, since it's not here yet. I'm understanding Monday's the big day. So, all right. Well, that's it for me. I just wanted to give this update on my weigh-in. I haven't been real good about recording my food. As you know, I started my job on Monday. I started having kids. I have to tell you, by the end of the day, I'm exhausted. I end my day with the middle schoolers, and I am just absolutely exhausted at the end of the day. And I have been going to bed between 8:30 and 9:30 in the evening because I'm up at 5 o'clock every morning. I need to be on the road by 7 a.m. to get to school. And I have extra things going on right now because we're in concert preparation mode. So I'm meeting with students after school and before school to get them ready for the concert. So anyhow, anyhow, once again, you know me, I have a life change all the time. Uh, but we'll see what happens on Monday. And I am going to try to be up here on YouTube on Monday to give you my thoughts and tell you then what my menu plans are going to be. Uh, but like I said, I've been averaging between 16 and 19 points a day. So I went over points today. Uh, Saturday's my weigh-in, and that's on Saturdays. I try not to go completely off the rails, but I did want, I usually, go ahead and treat myself to something that I don't normally have during the week. And I typically go over points on Saturday. That's all right. I had plenty of weekly points that reset today. So, uh, but I did go to the new Cane's chicken that opened up today, or it opened up, I think, last week. And I went and picked up some Cane's chicken today. Cane's is Raising Cane's is in the app. So I put it in there and it put me over points. It was the only meal I had today. And I'm okay with that. If I am hungry later, and I don't think I will be, honestly, uh, I will have some 0 point foods. And not many because, like I said, I'm not hungry. What I had with Cane's chicken a couple of hours ago, I brought it home and I watched the game. And that's going to be plenty for me, I think, for today. So that's my approach usually on weigh-in day. I'll like I said, I go and and it doesn't matter what the scale says. I on my weigh-in day, I will go and have a little bit of a treat, you know, not to reward myself. It's just like it's not really a cheat day. It's I'm going to track the points, but I'm not going to care too much about it day. If I guess that's the right way to put it. It's been cold and snowing today, and so Cane's chicken sounded good. I've had Cane's before in Oklahoma, and so that's what I had. That was my meal. I got one of their combo meals, and I put it in the app. And so I think my total points today have come with the coffee that I had for breakfast. I'm going to tell you for sure, but I think it ended up being 34, and I normally get 20 points a day. So I delved into I had 30 points today. So I went over. I still have 16 weeklies left. So there you have it. So I don't typically eat all of my weeklies, but today I delved into them pretty good. I had took 14 of those weeklies today for that Cane's chicken. Now, I've had the Cane's chicken now. I remember that I liked it, and I don't need to go there again for a long time. Plus, the lines are way too long. Uh, but I haven't been really good. I have recorded food. What I haven't been good at is getting it up to show you. But mostly what I've been eating for my lunches, I've been taking a couple of hard-boiled eggs, which are 0 points for me. I've been taking a couple of the Wasa whole grain bread crisps, and those are 2 slices for 1 point. I'm finding I really like those for a lot of things. And last couple days, I have taken 2 of the Laughing Cow wedges for 2 points and a piece of fruit, and that has been my lunch. So, averaging 3 or 4 points for lunch. My breakfast sort of non-existent right now. If I pull anything out of the freezer, it's one of those flourless banana muffins that I made. I still have plenty of those. They're 1 point each. I will heat that up for about 30 seconds in my microwave and either eat it on the way to school or eat it once I get there with a banana. And then I take my coffee. That's been my breakfast. And then my lunch or my dinners have varied. I've been eating a lot of salads this week with my home canned chicken on it or some tuna. The one thing I liked that for lunch that I've had a couple times this week was the a packet of the Star Kissed hot buffalo, hot and spicy buffalo, which is 1 point for one pouch, and I spread that on those wasa uh, bread crisps, and that is a real nice lunch for me too. So I don't have a whole lot of time for lunch. I'm usually working while I'm eating lunch, getting things prepared for the next class coming in. That's during my travel time when I'm traveling from the high school to the middle school. So yeah, those have been my lunch, and that has been enough. And I eat late enough. I eat lunch around 11:45, between 11:30 and 11:45. So I eat late enough that it gets me through the day. I am home usually around 3:30, depending on what I have going on with kids after school. And and then I've been eating dinner early. Now, I have to tell you, when I was really successful, uh, at losing weight consistently, I stopped eating at 7 o'clock, and that worked real well for me. So, but it's earlier now because I'm going to bed earlier and I'm getting up earlier in the morning. But so I usually have my dinner all done between 5 and 5:30, and then I'm in bed at 8:30, or between 8:30 and 9:30. So I'm eating earlier, and there's a longer period of time in between the time I have my last meal and the time I have my next meal. So, and because I'm eating earlier and going to bed earlier, I'm no longer doing a lot of nighttime snacking. So, I did have a few pieces of candy this past week, and one day I had a couple cookies, but not enough to make a real dent in anything. I mean, do any damage, I want to say. So, and also, I'm tired when I get home, so I'm not going out to eat. That might be a real big contributing factor. So, um, we'll see how this week goes. I'm looking forward to the change if it's coming. Uh, I am ready to go to stay with the plan I'm following if the change doesn't occur. So, one way or another, that change really isn't going to affect me a lot, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. So. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for checking in on me and following me along on my weekly weigh-ins. I at least try to get that weigh-in video up every week, and let's hope next week I can come back with the third week in a row with a loss. Uh, I don't have I have a weight goal set, but I don't have a timeline set. I do have short term goals I'd like to get to. Like, I'd like to be down by Christmas. I'd like to be down a few more pounds. Uh, Thanksgiving is only, just a little over a week away. And since Joe has passed away, we don't have big Thanksgivings anymore. I did for a couple years, but all the kids are scattered. So I usually have Thanksgiving with my two sons that live here in Ohio, and we're not doing anything big. My one son is on keto. He doesn't eat most of the Thanksgiving foods. And, my youngest son, he's a garbage can. He'll eat anything. But we don't do a big thing. And I have no plans to cook Thanksgiving dinner this year. So, I mean, we're going to get together somewhere, one way or another. But in a way, it's kind of nice because we're taking the emphasis off of the food and placing the emphasis on just being together. And I think that is wonderful. So, anyway, if I don't see you before, I will see you most definitely next Saturday. And I will try to be up here on Monday to give you my impressions of the change that Weight Watchers is making. So, you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Go Buckeyes. And I'll see you later. Bye.